And good morning to everyone as we begin a Thursday. Looks like it'll be nice for the most part. We'll get a chance of, let me set my coffee over here. I'm going to spill this. As we'll have a chance of an afternoon shower jumping in after 2 o'clock. So not too bad. Our yards are still covered and soaked. I think you've stepped outside once or twice and felt that yourself. Good morning. I hope your day is feeling well. Everything is going good for you. Tragedy struck last night, and I just saw this just a few moments ago in Miami. As we pulled the news story from this, is up this morning, a 12-story apartment building has collapsed. As you go down through here, this is the scene that they're seeing in Miami this morning. All of this right through this area is where somebody was sleeping, their bedroom. Confirmed one dead so far. Could be others. This is what the building looked like before this happened. And then you go back to look at the rubble of what's coming in this morning. So prayers for Miami as they sort through. Now, hopefully there will be no more loss of life. We hope so. But you don't know. Here's a different angle of the picture of what happened last night. That's Miami. That whole side just caved in on that. Who knows what caused it? To my knowledge, there was not an earthquake. And then strangely enough, earlier this a day or so ago, I think this was yesterday, this happened in Washington. Do y'all remember in the Meridian area where we used to have that crosswalk up by Dairy Queen that went over by where the BMW, one of those walkways? This was in Washington. As we pull this up, a walkway similar to what we used to have here in Meridian collapsed. And I don't know what causes that, but that was that walkway that went right across, fell on a bunch of people. I don't think anybody was seriously hurt, but weird things that two things like that could happen over a 24-hour period. So we'll watch that. And another news story, and this is going to get into a lot of people's crawls. I think that is the way to word that, is Mississippi. And if it starts with one thing, there's going to be probably a second lawsuit. And you may have already seen this by now. The car tag, where it says, "In God We Trust." The state of Mississippi has been sued by the atheists that it violates their rights to have that on tags. And, of course, as you know, of the flag that was secretly changed and all that stuff, the voting. But the flag of Mississippi now has "In God We Trust" on it. So if they sue over a car tag, then the flag is most likely next. So small thoughts of what's going on in and around the nation this morning. A few of the headlines that are happening there. That one pretty serious there of those wanting to remove "In God We Trust." What's the world coming to, I guess, is the word that we should say this morning. Prayers for our nation, because it does need it without a doubt. Glad each of you have joined me this morning. Tommy Ainsworth is up. Good morning. Also, Robin Miller, loves and blessings, she says. Along with Bree Packard, Joyce Snowden Godwin is up. Donna Roseman is up. Also, Terry Ray, Robin Miller, along with Dwayne Bounds, Donna Sue Peebles, and Tommy says they can move from the state if they don't like it. I think a lot of people agree with that. But that's your headlines there as we look at things going across the nation this morning. All right, let's turn our thoughts to weather. What's going to happen today?
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, as we go to radar this morning, let's pull up radar and take a look here. We're all clear across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. We have to get deeper into Georgia over here on the east, southeast side of Georgia to find some showers this morning. You dig in here, that's going to be near Alma, Georgia. We're showing some showers there. Nothing too heavy. A few showers out in the Gulf this morning, but not touching Mississippi as we go down Miami, where we had that issue there, and some showers out all around the Gulf there. Cuba getting some showers. As we move back across the mainland here, Kansas City picks up the heaviest of weather that's going on in the United States today. Several thunderstorms there that are going on now. St. Joseph, all along that Kansas City. Heat, excessive heat around Tulsa, Oklahoma, back to Norman, Oklahoma. Now, we hadn't started getting those yet here in the state of Mississippi, but it's a good chance. But out to the west, if you've seen anything, as you look at the big picture of the United States, this is where the heat waves have been. Nevada, all of this area up here in Washington, excessive heat waves. And when you get back down in here near Las Vegas, also getting these heat waves where it's a fire warning, where they're saying don't burn anything. Be careful. It's hot, hot, hot out there. So that's a quick look at that. Let's look at severe thunderstorms that will happen today that will go across. As we look at this is going to be to the northwest of Mississippi as we get up into Missouri, Kansas City, these areas here where these showers are this morning. That's going to be a level 3 there of severe weather today. Now, Springfield, St. Louis, Omaha, and Des Moines, all of these areas have a level 2 today. But that's what we're watching for the worst of the weather today. If you're a weather junkie like me and like to know where things are going on. So that's what's happening there this morning. All right, let's turn our thoughts to what the National Weather Service has to tell us today on things that will be happening. Let's pull that up and get into that. As we go back, record highs and lows. 1944, it set a record of 100 degrees. Before that, in 1902, it was a cooler day, 58. Yesterday, I think it was 52 in 02. Wow. Anyway, we're a long way from 58 as we wake up to a 71 this morning. As we go across, this is what is expected here. The further north you go, there's slight chances of rain here after 2 o'clock. You'd have to get down to the Hattiesburg area to have any heavier rain this afternoon. But this is going to be after 2 o'clock. These areas here for sprinkle. For the most part, we'll have a partly cloudy sky peeking through with sunshine and that high around 90. And that's going up toward Starkville and those areas as well. Back over to Jackson, we'll have 92, Vicksburg, 92. As you go southward there, a tad cooler around Brookhaven and Hattiesburg. As we jump across that state line and jump into Livingston, Alabama, and we check it all out, about 89 degrees is what we're going to have there, even down to Demopolis. And you get over where the rain is in southeast Alabama, Auburn, Eufaula, 84 degrees. Troy, Alabama will make it all the way to 86. So a tad cooler in those areas. As we move forward, now, as we look at what's going on with the National Hurricane Center, at first there was a lot of people that thought this storm here was going to produce something. This is going to die out. It's going away. This is what we want to watch just off the coast of Africa. By next week, this could form into something. We'll watch it. It's not guaranteed at this point, but already showing signs that it's going to get some life there. And that's, again, just off the coast of Africa. Posted a little bit about that earlier if you want to read more into that. But we'll watch that closely. That could cause some issues in the Gulf later next week. Again, no guarantees, but we'll watch it. That is something that we stay on top of. As we go to what the temps are going to do, we look across the United States of cooler weather here for our area for this time of year. Usually as we're going into July, it's bad warm. But still up in these areas here out on the west coast, look how hot that is. Areas of Texas a little bit cooler than it normally is. And then all the way up on the northeast coast there, we've got a little bit warmer weather also. We'll monitor that, and hopefully our area will stay in that cooler weather. It's due to all this rain we've had. As we look at our 7-day forecast, as I mentioned, late this afternoon after 2 o'clock is when we'll get that 30% chance of showers, and that moves in after 2 o'clock. So that'll be a little bit wild there. As we go to tomorrow, we jump to a 30% chance afternoon. Backs up an hour. It'll be right after lunchtime, anywhere from 1 o'clock to dark 30 is what we're looking at of getting a pop-up shower. As we move into Saturday, again, after 1 o'clock, a slight chance of showers there. And then they start to increase on Sunday of a 40% chance of rain. And then by Monday, we'll kick the week off with more wet weather. There's a chance that you'll be able to get your grass cut here over the weekend. But as we roll back into Monday and begin that new week, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. We'll monitor that and be here in case any of those start turning ugly and we don't like them. We'll be here to watch that for you. Now, let's jump another week into July, past the 4th of July, and find out what's happening there. We've got 86, 84. This is where that cooler weather is here. We're not even tapping the 90s. On the 4th of July, we look at this, a high of 86 and 69. That won't be bad at all for the 4th there. Slight chance of showers there. Not much to it as we watch it. We'll go all the way through the 8th of July, and we're back to 90 by the 8th. And again, we'll watch that. Temperatures could jump up. So a lot of weather thoughts there. Not much this weekend, but we'll move back to that rain come Monday. I don't know if we like that or not. I'm kind of sick of it. I know y'all are as well as I am. So plan your days around that. Make sure that you're ready when all this comes in. I mentioned a moment ago watching the hurricanes. And I've said this a lot, and a lot of people have taken advantage of it and because they get sick of it when your power goes out. And this has been an extremely I can't remember a year that we were out of power this much due to storms that rolled through. And if you're sick of it, our friends at Sanders Gas want to help you with a Generac generator. Plan ahead as these hurricanes start making their way toward the Gulf Coast and can come inland, take out power lines. And you know how it is with all that rain. How many times have you sat in the dark without power? If you want to change that, they can help you at Sanders Gas and get you a Generac generator. They'll do it all. Install it. Get the electricity hooked up to it to where it automatically turns on, run your gas line. Saves you money. It's very affordable. Talk to them, different ways that you can set it up at your home. And again, you do absolutely nothing. You no longer have to go outside and find gas and pull a rope or anything. It will automatically turn on when your power goes out, and you're set and you're back to normal within about 40 seconds. No lie. Got one. That's the way it works. One of the best investments I've made. Talk to them today, Sanders Gas, if you want to change the way you sit in the dark. Maybe you don't like it like I did. Candace is getting ready. She's getting her makeup on. As she said, she's getting her face. She'll be here at 8 a.m. as we'll kick off another great show for you this morning to tell you all about what's going on, what's gone on overnight, and go into detail. We always love your comments. So if you'll join us, we'll be live here at Facebook. Also, we'll be joining you on YouTube. We got Twitch, and then we'll be on television as well. You can watch us on television and communicate with us through Facebook. It's that simple. Any of those platforms, you can communicate, ask questions. We'll do our very best to answer those. Please join me. It'll be a great show as we begin this Thursday morning and head into another weekend. Already June 24th, if you missed the date on that. Another month has flown by in our lives. Do y'all realize just how close Christmas is? And I know there's folks who are really good at planning and going ahead and starting buying those Christmas gifts. Yeah, I'm December 20th. I don't know about y'all. Wait until at least then to get what I've got to get done. Just a habit. I need to break that, I know. Good morning to you. Again, I'll see you in just a little over an hour as we'll bring all of this live to you to go over the big headlines that are happening in the state of Mississippi, across the Southland, and all across the United States. It happens this morning at 8. Don't miss it with Scotty Ray's Weather along with Candace here. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you soon.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by